Seems like the Sabres have decided their season is already over. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another video of Sports Talk Buffalo. Before we get any further, I want to remind you guys to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a video. I talk Bills, Sabres, and the University at Buffalo men's basketball and football teams right here on this page. Also, remember to check out some cool merch. The links are in the description below. The Buffalo Sabres got their cheeks clapped for a third straight game, this time losing 7-3 against the Nashville Predators. It appears that this young Sabres team has completely mailed it in and decided there is no such thing as playing for pride. Buffalo just gave up 7 goals to one of the lowest scoring teams in the entire NHL, as the Nashville Predators came into this game ranked 30th in goals for per game, which just goes to show you how absolute dog shit this Buffalo Sabres team has been playing of late. Now, to continue to drive home that point about how awful, just god-awful the Sabres have been, Buffalo has allowed a record 26 goals against in their last 4 home games. Not even during the tank years have we witnessed such piss-poor play at home for the Buffalo Sabres. And in their last 11 games, the most critical games of the season, and the Buffalo Sabres have collapsed like a house of cards in a strong wind, going 2-9-2 in those 11 games while being outscored 55. Yes, 55 to just 28 goals in that span. Now, as far as fans go, most of us didn't believe that the Sabres would actually make the playoffs this season, as they have one of the youngest rosters, or the youngest roster in the entire NHL. And like I said, most of us didn't believe the Sabres would actually make the playoffs. We did expect, however, to be in contention, or at least I expected us to be in contention down the stretch. But I did not expect the worst stretch of games that I have possibly ever seen from the Buffalo Sabres. Even during the tank years, we have not witnessed a 4 games at home as bad as the Sabres' last 4 games. And everyone always asks, well, how come the opposing fans have more teams in Buffalo than Buffalo does? That's probably fucking it, because the Sabres have been a complete shit show at home all season long, and it continues as they just get their cheeks clapped over and over again down this stretch. I think what is most incredibly frustrating for someone like me is that it feels like Buffalo is completely wasting career years from guys like Tage Thompson, Alex Tuch, Jeff Skinner, Rasmus Dahlin, Dylan Cousins, Casey Middlestat, as there is no certainty and certainly no guarantee that any of these players are going to be able to reproduce the type of season that they are having right now in terms of their offensive output. So with the Sabres not going to the playoffs and extending their NHL their NHL record 12 straight seasons of no playoffs, why should anybody continue to watch the last 12 games? And the honest answer, there's not much. Realistically, unless you are into individual stats, the Sabres just haven't been playing good enough for you to watch the last 12 games, and I certainly wouldn't fault anybody from skipping the last handful of games that the Sabres have. However, if you are into personal player achievements, there are a couple things that you can watch for down the last 12 games, or down this last little stretch of season. The first being Thompson looks to become the first Buffalo Sabres player to secure 50 goals and 100 points, either 50 or 100, either one doesn't matter, as neither of them have been accomplished since the 92-93 season that saw both Alexander Mogilny, who scored 76 goals and over 100 points, and Pat LaFontaine, who scored 53 goals and over 100 points in that season. Both of them accomplished both of those feats, 50 goals and over 100 points. And that was the last time a Buffalo Sabres player has accomplished either one of those things, which is truly, truly remarkable. If Tage Thompson can get to that plateau, it will solidify him as one of the best Sabres, as one of the best Sabres seasons of all time. The last thing that you really have to look forward to is the debut of highly touted rookie goaltender Devin Levi, who signed out of college earlier this week. He seemed super excited to join the Buffalo Sabres and actually said one of the reasons why he signed with the Sabres was because veteran goaltender Craig Anderson was still here, and he realized Anderson, albeit insanely past his prime, which was shown yet again tonight against the Predators, where he just couldn't come up with pretty much any timely save to keep the Buffalo Sabres in that game. He has a wealth of knowledge, and he can impart some of that knowledge on a young goaltender and hopefully help propel him to being the Sabres' future number one goalie. Will Devin Levi live up to the hype? I'm not so sure in front of this god-awful Buffalo Sabres defense, but hopefully he surprises all of us and plays tremendous down the stretch. As I said, outside of those things, it is going to be very difficult to watch the last 12 games for the Buffalo Sabres this season, as it's going to be filled with a lot of what-ifs down the stretch. That's going to do it for this video, guys. I want to remind you guys to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a video. And as always, have a fantastic week.